advised, break-in reported in progress. Please proceed to Chelsea ASAP. Backup for a chase in progress. Please respond. Reported location is Murray Hill.
I better stop them before they end up in driver's ed videos. You are not getting 5 stars. Gotta shut.
Yo, so you were saying I was saying all that and my mic was mute. Man, I am really dumb. This is why you check your equipment. I am seriously stupid. Wow, you guys, thank you for letting me know, because I would have gone on for another 30 minutes. I was legitimately talking about some like important stuff. Guys, can you please just shun me in the chat? That is just embarrassing. Alright. Can you guys hear me okay? Like, can you actually hear me okay right now? Like, is the game too loud or am I good? Because I need to know this. I'm embarrassed by that. That is actually really embarrassing that I did not know my mic was muted. I've been streaming for like 3 minutes, so as long as it's not like 10 minutes into the stream, you know. But I was legitimately having a good dialogue going, a monologue about like the channel, so I feel kind of stupid for not realizing that I haven't. You know what? You guys get it. So welcome to the stream. How you guys? God damn, these fat people in this game. I haven't played this game in a while, so excuse my rusty gameplay here. But let me beat this guy up and then I'll actually say what I was saying before. I don't know, see the comments, I don't know if they're all going in because I only get a couple. So I might pull it up on my phone right now just to see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely not getting all the comments on my screen, so I have my phone up right now. I'm gonna get on top of a rooftop just so I can I'm gonna go through the comments, because the start of the stream is gonna be kind of chill. I'm not gonna really, I'm just gonna be free roaming for a bit. We'll do some other stuff later on. I just kind of want to like talk to you guys for a minute about some stuff. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rant about my cosplays again. Jeez, you guys in the group chat get that enough. I mean, I am wearing the suit I'm doing next, so you know. But can I please get up here? Okay. Shut up, M, with your cabal hang shit. So we got my boy Kane right here. So I'm gonna leave that here for a second while I talk, because I was talking while I was like swinging around and I was silent and I was going on about some like what I'm about to say, and it was going on for like 3 minutes, and then you guys say, "Can you please like say something?" And I was like, "God damn." Anyways, geez, that is a lot. Yeah, but I have a little cold right now. I don't know if I mentioned. Well, I mentioned this before. Anyways, you get the point. Okay, so I have a little cold right now. Not as bad as what Spence has. Sorry about that, Spence. But you are a thick boy, Greedo. I just got that on my screen. But I have a cold right now, so if I sound weird, if I'm sniffling a lot, if I'm coughing, then that's why, like that. But, you know, I was like, hey, I don't get the opportunity to stream a lot because for whatever reason, my internet is just garbage at nighttime. Like, I think it's because, like, my dad's, like, on Netflix all night, so that's probably, like, why I can't support streaming at night. And I'm gracious for Spence for continuously doing the streams every time, so you're always watching from his perspective. You're watching from mine now. So that's what you're getting here. But, I swear there was other stuff I was saying, but what the hell was I talking about before? I was kind of just going on. I really wish that my mic wasn't muted. Sorry, I am very I have a cold, like I said, but yeah, so I was like, hey, you know, I haven't streamed in a while. I have some free time just to test it out. And a little throwback, like Matt said at the start of it, that I'm doing Spider-Man PS4 because, you know, we're not a Battlefront channel, even though we do Battlefront all the time, which I love doing Battlefront. We're going to do some more maybe this weekend, next weekend, who knows. But I was like, you know what? Since I can't stream at night, I'll try it right now when I have like a free 1.5, 2 hour period right here that I can just kind of do whatever and just chill out and talk and obviously play. So, yeah, that's... God, I swear I had a really good speech going on, and then you guys are like, please just turn on your mic, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, guys, let me know again if the game is too loud. I can turn on the in-game audio because, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this is just like the good old days, not just on the Elevator Talk Show, my other channel, which I don't use anymore. For whatever reasons. I actually do want to get back to that, and I might talk about that in a minute, but I used to, as you guys know, some of the OGs here, I used to stream this all the time on my channel, and just, God, those are good times, man. 1 year ago. It's crazy how time flies like that. Let's see. No offense, Greedo, but I'm straight. Thanks for the... I don't even want to know what's going on in the comments. Lamau, am I the only one in the group chat that's not sick? Greedo is not sick either. So, ha. Man, it must be nice. I mean, I wouldn't call what I have sick. I have a pretty bad cough. I haven't coughed yet, so you guys luckily haven't heard it. But, you know, it's just like a stuffed up nose, and I guess that's messing with my voice a little bit. So I don't sound as clear as I always do, but again, I was like, hey, this is like the one time I'm actually going to be able to stream, so I was like, why not? Oh, okay, I guess we should do round one of this. Do you guys have any particular costume you want to see me wear? Like, at all. Any of these costumes will do. I am down for any of them. Just let me know. RIP Spectacular Scarlet Spider 118. I was actually going to record a video for that the other day, but I was like, yeah, I'm too lazy. So, I do really want to record a video, and it's not going to be a regular thing, but I just kind of want to do a little update, be like, what's up, it's me, your boy. Matt said, alright, well, I'm gonna head out, see you later, and you should wear 2099. So that's one vote for 2099. I'm assuming you mean this one, or I don't know which one you mean, because there's two of them. Mr. Deep Throat. Let's see. M said Bagman, so that's one for... And then we got another for Toby here. Where's my Andrew suit? I love Toby the best, but where's Andrew Garfield's suit? We got how many Tom Holland suits do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 5 freaking Tom Holland suits, 1 Toby suit, which is fair because Toby only really had like 1 suit. I know there's differences between like the first movie and the second movie suit, and obviously the black suit, but what can you do? Put the suit that looks pretty much almost the same in there twice. Joe, what's up? It's me streaming. Your boy, Brad. I am actually streaming for once. What suit should I wear? How you doing, Joe, by the way? Sorry, I have a cold. It's the first time you hear my cough. Someone please keep track of the amount of times I cough. So we have like, since Matt kind of dipped, he said 2099. That's like, I'm gonna count that as 1 vote for each of these. So, okay, so we have 2 votes for Toby. Anyone else want to vote last second, because seems to be the popular suit at the moment, for good reasons too. But yeah, not good, man. So I don't know if you want to talk about that here since it's the stream, and you know, obviously. But if you want to message me about that, or I mean, yeah, you can go about it here if you want to. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. My brother keeps texting me. Shut up. So I'm gonna go with Toby, and yeah. Again, let me know if the game audio is. I keep worrying about that because every other game's different. You don't know if it's louder, so yeah. But this is kind of just like a stream where I'm just like, well, I have time to stream. I might as well stream. Because I was going to work on my Venom mask today, but then, you know, school, and I was like, nah, I'll work on it tomorrow, which I actually will, because I really want to paint it and finish it, because it's been about a month now, and I really need to get on that, so. I don't know if I'm going to do it this stream, but I might start a New Game Plus. Who knows, we'll see if I really get comfortable with this stream, because I probably can't go more than 2 hours for this. Then I might start a New Game Plus, but I don't really know yet. I'm kind of just planning on just free roaming and stopping crime and doing some challenges or whatnot. Dude, your Venom mask looks glossy. That's the point. I use glossy spray paint. That's what I wanted it to look, because the symbiote looks slick. It's supposed to look, I know like the fabric that I have for the spandex obviously doesn't look slick because it's fabric. But it's that was my intention, because before it was this really ugly, like dark gray, and you couldn't really tell in pictures, but it was this really ugly dark gray, like matte looking. It just did not look good in my opinion. So I was like, hey, I decide I will puff paint the webbing if I'm not lazy and I actually get to it. So the puff paint webbing will stick out along with the slick mask. So I won't do it here. YouTube live stream shouldn't be used for. Yeah, I get that, man. So don't be like Cameron, because Cameron did that a couple months ago, and he was like, "Can you please delete that video?" I was like, "No, like you shouldn't have talked about that on my stream." I'm not deleting the video just to. I know that sounds like, hey, you know. You're a bad friend for not deleting a video, but it's kind of like when you say it out loud. We didn't do that stream for nothing, so, you know. Plus, that would mess up our numbering system if we deleted number 2 of Star Wars Battlefront, and then we're on number 13, and it's like, oh, where did number 2 go? Like, did you guys just... Oh, jeez. What suit power should I use? I don't think I'll leave this one up to debate. I'm gonna go with Unrelenting Fury, because I really like. I like using this one because I get tired of having to beat people through shields and stuff. It's just so annoying. So you guys got oh well, Spence just sent a comment. It's like if I were to talk about my experience 2 days ago on a live stream. Yeah, which, you know, it's just not the place for that unless you're actually making, like, I don't, there's some YouTubers, and I don't say I agree with this, but you know, if they're popular enough, they'll be talking about like, hey, I had this problem just happen, you know, this is why I'm not doing videos. If that's like the case, then I guess, but as long as you don't dive too deep into it, I think it's whatever. But I would say don't do that, because, you know, One Way Trigger is a hell of a good song for, or is, yeah, hell good song and good for dancing. It really is. You know, the whole Come Down Machine album, or at least most of it, has these really 80s songs, which that's what they were going for with that. It's good to, it's really good pop. There's like, I think I shared this on my story a while ago, but there's like an edit of SpongeBob. You know that episode where he's like dancing late at night or whatever? I forgot the premise of it because it's been so long since I've seen that. But there's like that one episode where he's just dancing at nighttime, and then they put One Way Trigger over that scene, and it was just, I thought it was hilarious because, you know. But yeah, One Way Trigger is a really good song. I like pretty much all of Come Down Machine, except Call It Fate Car. See, I've grown on Call It Fate, Call It Conrad. I know you're going to talk about that, M. You're going to be like, oh, well, that's a great song, which I don't think is a great song. I think it's an song. Like, it's not but it's like, you know. That's like their one song I just cannot, like, 100% get with. Joe asks how I am. Besides this little cold I have, which I don't know if I've mentioned that 5,000 times since the start of the stream. That's why I'm sniffling and stuff, Joe. But besides that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired because I was going to take a nap, but I was like, I might as well be productive and actually stream. Which means I probably won't be up late tonight. So Spence, if you want to play PS4 tonight, then I might be on, but not past midnight because I'll probably be asleep. Like, let's be real here. I'm gonna be asleep. There's no way I'm staying up. Ooh, we got a crime in progress. We cannot let these kids do drugs in my neighborhood. It's clearly not the drug mission. Okay, they're robbing a store. That's not cool. Get out of my neighborhood. Do not rob. That's not cool. What did I say? Not sure if I'll be home tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right, you told me about that. But if you're not home tomorrow, I might either do a follow-up to this or just another casual Battlefront or No Man's Sky stream. See, I know you said you're done with No Man's Sky, which I get that, I kind of am too, but for now, because of the glitches, which it's a great game, don't get me wrong, it's just the latest update kind of messed it up to the point where it's like they have a lot to fix in it, so I get that. But I don't think I'd really enjoy streaming No Man's Sky on my own because, I mean, I guess, you know, if the audience is there, but I don't know. I feel like it's better with you, Spence, because we can actually be productive and like building stuff. Because if it's just me, and I'm not saying I would actually build stuff, because I already have a fortress built that barely is like loadable in the game. But I feel like that would just take forever, and I would just be building stuff the entire stream, and I just don't think that would be entertaining. Yeah, so I might do a Battlefront stream tomorrow, maybe. It's not like I have any other games I can actually play. Or, you know, I could actually make a Turtle stream for once. You know, the one that failed the other month. Follow me! We'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh shit, speaking of Turtles, I have to make a post on my account. I legitimately was going to and I forgot. Because I haven't posted on that in a couple days. I really need to get on that. It's not that I'm losing interest in the account, because I'm not. I still love it. It's just I'm losing effort in making like actual comic posts or, you know, show posts, which I think that's mostly because of school, but it's also because of the fact that like there hasn't been a new issue in like a month. So whenever there's a new issue for Turtles, that really kind of gets me motivated, because it's like, oh yeah, this is awesome to hype it up with my page. So how old is Julian? Julian, I think, is in his 40s. Yeah, he's in his mid 40s. He's like 44, I think. At least that's what I remember, because his birthday was like the other week, I think. Other month? I don't know. I'm so rusty at this game. Like, I could have easily... Yeah, I could have dodged that. I'm gonna die. I'm so rusty. Like, guys, I have not played this game in so long. Plus, I'm also talking, which is distracting. Follow me.
Definitely top 5.
Follow your nose.
However, that works.
Oh, this is also a good opportunity just to get screenshots so I can spam on my page later, on my stories. Just so I have an excuse to share music. That's a pretty cool one. I gotta remind myself just to like kind of rewatch this stream and just screenshot all of this stuff, because I like doing that with the music, just because it gives people something to look at when I spam music. Because I feel like I'm annoying whenever I spam music and it's just like music, because then you just have to listen to it. You don't have something to look at. PS4 highlights of cool ass music. I mean, yeah, some people, you know, obviously, I don't know. I don't think anyone thinks that but me. I mean, I'm sure there's someone who's like, dude, can this guy please just stop with this music? But I do enjoy doing it. I know I spam it a lot. I think that's the only annoying part of it, but Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy should be coming to PS4 and Switch in 4 days. That's awesome, dude. Like I said, well, like I told you, I think were we streaming when I said that? I don't know if we were, but it's like I said, man. I've actually never played those games, so I might check it out, but probably not for a while because I need cosplay money. That's kind of the bottom line of that. Yeah, it's kind of bad. Y'all want to hear a joke? Sure, man. Go ahead. What's your tell us your joke? Can't stop the sun from shining. That is a really good song. You're talking about the Tom Petty song, right? Because I know another song that's like that, that's similarly titled. But yeah, that's why I love Tom Petty. He's rest in peace, Tom Petty. Actually, we're coming up on like 2 years of his death, so that's kind of that's what's the word? Depressing. But yeah, I really Tom Petty was one of the first musicians that I actually like heard, because my parents would play him all the time when I was a kid. That's probably why I love him so much in his music. It's just good like soul music, you know. It's just, or not soul music. I don't want to make it sound like he's like doing funky, like you know what I mean. It's just good, wholehearted music at the end of the day. He has a song which I think I've put on my story before, "Last Dance of Mary Jane," which obviously whenever I hear that, I think of Spider-Man and Mary Jane. So, did you guys see those guys literally like corner banging, like raping me like a second ago? These two fat ass, like, I saw a meme where it was saying like people with guns in Spider-Man PS4, nah. People with like body armor, nah. The fat people, yeah, like those are the tough ones. It was the Drake meme, so, or was it? I don't remember. I'm stupid, so. Jesus Christ, I really need to just focus. Get tased, bitch. Let's see, I might not comment as much as I'm playing a new baseball game I bought. Well, enjoy it, man. Glad to hear you got a new game. Let's see. A talent agent, he's sitting in his office. Okay, I didn't make this joke up, just heads up. A all-American family walks in, father, mother, son, daughter, and big fluffy dog. The family has blonde hair and blue eyes. Okay, just like me. Don't mind losing because I like a challenge. Ooh. Let's see. You keep telling that joke, dude. Sorry, I was looking at the comments of my, Is this a school? I don't think I've ever been here before. Is this a school? I swear, I don't think I've ever been... Wait. Wait. PS20... Hold up. I gotta check something because... I swear that sounds so familiar. Where's my Spider-Man graphic novels? Right here. Dude, I swear, if this is a reference to the JMS run, I'm going to flip out. Like, I'm actually going to flip out. Please be a reference to James. But sorry, this is just, I have to do this. I swear. Hold up. Give me a second, guys, please. Should be somewhere in here. Come on, come on. Sorry, I legitimately have to look. I have to check. I have to check. There's no way this can be, because they apparently in the comics they renamed Midtown High School to something like this. I'm pretty sure it's this. So, jeez, where is the issue? Like, I swear. Okay, this is PS 23 and the comics is PS 105, so close enough. Close enough. I swear I thought it was an exact reference, my bad. I sound dumb now because it's like it wasn't actually true, so sorry about that. I'm gonna switch up costumes because I feel like I've been wearing Toby for a bit here. No voting this time. I'm gonna go with Last Stand because I was on the topic of JMS. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna read the comments here. And Bright Skin, and the talent agent looks up and goes, alright, let's see what you got. So the father, okay, oh, okay. I don't think you should finish that joke. Let's see, so the Spirit is gonna open tomorrow, hell yeah. I need to, like, search when it's gonna open, you know. Yeah, so, yeah, dude, definitely. It's a good way to get those suits for cheap and then just customize them yourself. It's not a bad idea, honestly. I mean, I get mine from Zentozen just because, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna do this prisoner thing. Where is it? It's up here. Just keep, okay, Spence has gotta eat, so you go do that, Spence, while I go beat up some normies. Sorry. I might do this suit one day. I know I said on my story that I was like not gonna do Spider-Man stuff anymore, but yeah.
Great patrolling, but I do have notes.
Like nobody, like for real nobody, Brad Sniff. I can't help it, dude. How's the TMNT comics? They're actually really good. I'm enjoying them. Apparently, I think it's really hinted at that Splinter's gonna die. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. Oh, jeez.
There was only one set of footprints. That's when I webbed you up.
But yeah, it's actually pretty good right now. You aren't into Spider-Man? No, it was about Spider-Man cosplay. I was saying like next year I'm gonna do like one last suit. Well, not one last suit. I'll have a couple more, but obviously I don't know if I'm gonna hold up to that. What the fuck is Spider-Man doing? Okay, jeez. But I was saying like I'm gonna do one good last suit with a couple others, and then I'm gonna focus on other stuff. And I've said that sort of thing in the past, but I think I kind of mean it this time because I'm actually gonna get like a legitimately great suit. So that's gonna be dope. I probably mentioned it to you 1,000 times before. I literally cannot wait. Zanny has a subreddit now, by the way. She posted some TMNT 2012. I planned on doing the theme song for that show. I'll probably do that next time I have like a couple slots on my without like lore posts, because I do a lot of I have a system where I'll do like a couple of like actual posts about like the lore or whatever the hell. I sound so weird saying that, lore post. Jesus, I sound like a geek. I mean I am one, but then I'll do a couple that are just like filler posts. Just those are easier But I don't want to do a lot of those because then it's like, well, I want to actually put effort into what I post because anyone could just like, you know, just do random stupid posts like that. I feel like I should be doing this at nighttime. After this, I'm going to change the time of day settings to night because ooh, that's a cool screenshot. Or that. Someone's really got to remind me to go through here. I'm reading your joke, and it sounds like a porno, so I'm not sure where it gets, like, really... Like, it's already pretty weird, so... I don't know where this is going. I don't think I want to know, but, you know... Do continue if you wish. Where are these guys? Oh, here's one. Did they like all go over there because I was over there? That's kind of weird. Jeez.
More inmates. I'm starting to feel weird being the only one not wearing orange.
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the streets without help.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
Sorry, I muted the mic there because I coughed really loud, or I felt like I was about to, and I did, so... You might hear that happen a couple times, because I really don't want to cough into the mic, because that would just, like, spike the audio. Oh, jeez. I could have really dodged that. Nothing bad's going to happen to you if you finish the joke. It's not like anyone, like... Our channel's not even monetized, so... If you do, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, Spider-Man, diversity and content, not Battlefront. Says you don't know if you'll get No Man's Sky by the way. Oh, well, I mean, you don't have to. It's kind of one of those games where it's like, if you're like really into like just... It's kind of a chill game, but it gets frustrating when there's like a lot of glitches in it right now, which there is, but they're working on it, so, you know, I don't know when they're gonna get fixed though, so, but, yeah, I get that. It's one of those kind of games where you just kind of just explore, and that can kind of get boring after a while, I'm not gonna lie. I love the game, it's actually really fun, but it can get pretty boring. Like, like if you're just sitting through the game for like 2 hours just exploring and just getting money from buried fossils or whatever, just like, come on, like, you know, just give me something interesting to do. Well, yeah, but it's just, it is kind of one of my favorite. I think on that list, I think I was just saying that at the moment because I was playing it a little bit there, and I was like, oh, yo, this is so hype. But now it's kind of like, I don't really know. Because, you know, I didn't really take into account for, like, all the bugs it has right now. It's just one of those games where it's like, it's great. It's a great game after, like, you know, playing it for so long. But then you just sit down and just go on for it for 5 hours. And it's like, okay, I need to stop. This game is ruining my life. And that's kind of how it was over the summer. That's literally why my sleep schedule was so bad. It's because of that game. And how addicting it was. I mean, like, I will say that the update added some pretty bad stuff to the game that I don't really enjoy, so it's kind of decreased my value of it, so I really just do not like the electricity system. It is one of the dumbest things. Like realistically, like having to like hook up a power generator to your house in outer space would make a little bit more sense. Like, I get that, but considering players like had been playing the way they have been with just free electricity the entire time, it's just not needed. Like I don't think they needed to add that. It's just unnecessary. Stream Minecraft, bro. I do not have Minecraft. Yeah, so you're not getting a Minecraft stream. I mean, Spence is the one to go to if you want a Minecraft stream. He does it on his channel, I think. He's done it a couple times. But, yeah, I do not do Minecraft on, I don't have Minecraft, so. Nothing against the game, it's just, I just don't play it. Sorry for sniffing, I swear. I feel like I'm being annoying by doing that, but I can't help it. I gotta find a research station, because, okay, there's one this way? Yeah. Dude, I don't even know what's going on with Greedo's story right now. I've seen a couple things from it, but I'm kind of afraid to read it, so. I don't know, why didn't the talent, sorry, cut it off my screen. Why didn't the talent agent stop the kids? I'm not really caught up on the story, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Let's go to night. We've been at day too long. Let us go to nighttime. Really not looking forward to work tomorrow. Yeah, dude, that sucks, man. How long do you have to work? Yeah, wait, no, sorry. I remember you said it's like 5.5 hours or something. That's pretty long. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear about that, dude. It's tough, man. With that sort of job of, you know, all the heavy 10 to 5. Yeah, that's crazy. You probably caught the tail end of that. I don't know if you did or not. Alright, what suit should I wear now? Try to choose a suit that kind of glows in the dark or has like lights on it. Something like Fear Itself or Velocity or Big Time, Spider Armor Mark II, I guess Negative Zone, Anti-Ock, Ghost Spider, Spider Armor Mark IV, that seems to be the popular one. Or any other suit, or even this ripoff. So we got one for all new, all different. Actually, speaking of the suit, and I know I like to just rant about my cosplays because no one likes to listen, but this suit is one of the ones that I might end up doing because Zentai, which is like the worst version of Zentai Zone, has like an option on their site to get like shiny spandex when you get the pattern printed on it, and I don't know what that means. I'm curious to know what that means, so I might next year just be like, if I get like a couple of like some money, I'll be like, you know, I'll put some money down on this suit, see what happens with the shiny spandex they're advertising. Because if it turns out something like this, then that'd be pretty cool. Though I really don't recommend them for like getting suits, Spider-Man costumes, because their sewing's pretty bad. Because I don't know, when I got my first suit, it's just the arm was sewn on like backwards, and I have to like, I'm glad that suit's retired. I loved it, but M said Bagman, but I think I'm gonna go with all new, all different. So M's probably like, fuck you. Look how sleek that looks. That just looks so clean. Screenshot that, maybe. Like, just this suit was just. This kind of reminds me of There was this one Spider-Man 3 action figure that I had as a kid where it was just like the regular Spider-Man like Raimi suit, but for whatever reason they used like metallic paint on it, so it looks shiny like this. Whenever I see this suit in the game, that's what it always reminds me of. I swear, like that toy was the original version of this costume. I'll do Bagman eventually, and by eventually I mean like the last minute of the stream. No, I'm just kidding.
Love laying out pulleys.
Oh, another thing about cosplaying this. I'm sorry for going about cosplay for so long. This isn't my channel. This is Elevator Talk Show, but there's not. I really don't like any of the pattern files for this costume like at all right now. There's one from Gunhead Design. My voice probably sounds so weird because my nose is stuffed, so I will be sniffing a lot. But there's one from Gunhead Design that just looks just awful. I mean, I wouldn't call it awful, but it just looks, I don't know. The colors are too saturated, I guess. The Brandon Gilbert pattern, which seems to be the most popular version of the suit for cosplay, is just, I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just the fact that it's overused, or maybe it's just the colors are just not there. They're just kind of faded. Maybe that's it. It's just one of those things that's like, I don't know, you know? There's one by Macho Man, but it's based off it has like the TASM 2 logos, which looks pretty cool, but if I were to do this suit, I want like the proper logos, so. I swear, I'm only going to talk about cosplay one more time in the foreseeable future of the stream. I swear, okay? This is not a cosplay stream. Maybe it is. Wait, I had a cool animation. The vaulting over the bench. Like, I want to see that again.
Texted Yuri to pick
Oh,
these guys
there we
up.
go.
Oh, I wish there was a Spidey emoji I could put at the end.
I want to get... You should do a let's play eventually. Like this game, just kind of like a walkthrough, like let's play. I was actually, like I said, Spence comes back. Tongue action, question mark. I've been kind of seeing Deep Throat's comments here and there, so. But, ooh, that's a good one. But like I said, I was, you know, I'm considering doing a New Game Plus. I think Brad can't stand me. Nah, I don't mind you, dude. It's just I'm kind of like talking about other stuff right now. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Joe, I was gonna do a New Game Plus thing. This is kind of like my testing stream. This is why it's like chill and I'm not doing too much, because I needed to test out if I could actually like stream, because I haven't done it in a while. So. Yeah, that since the stream's going well, the next Spider-Man stream I do, which means this stream's kind of just gonna be a chill stream the entire time, which I hope that's not too boring, but well, jeez, what was I gonna say? Yeah, yeah. So since this is going good, I'll stream like a New Game Plus playthrough. Probably not anytime this weekend again. I might do it next weekend. We'll see. Because I mean, I think because I just want to like, I don't want to do like 2 videos of this in a row. Here's the question: where's Grandma? I don't know, man. Where is Grandma? Grandma seems to be lost. We need to find her. But I'm gonna let that guy die. She's out there licking. Oh Jesus Christ. Let's see, Spence says, I'm thinking of doing a noir playthrough on my channel sometimes during Christmas break. That'd be pretty cool, dude. I'd watch that. See, I was gonna do a Scarlet Spider playthrough on my channel, but I was kind of thinking like, when do I ever even use my channel? Plus, it's kind of like, I don't know. I would rather do like a New Game Plus playthrough here, and then just kind of have like let it be to where anyone could just like say, hey, use this suit, and I'll be like, all right, I'll use that suit. Kind of how we usually do it, because I kind of like I want to do it like a Scar Spire stream, but I kind of just want to keep it just normal, just so it doesn't get boring, just being one costume the entire time. Which I'm not saying that that would like decrease the value of your stream. I'm just saying that I don't want to do that for Elevator Talk Show. Do you know what I'm? Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's good for your channel, but I feel like me doing that for Elevator Talk Show would be unfair. Just to kind of put what I like into the channel. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Forget what I'm saying. Just completely ignore everything I'm saying right now. I kind of just don't make sense. At this part, the talent agent has already called the police when he noticed the son stick a glass rod down his urethra. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. That is gruesome. I kind of like that. Nah. Oof, that's cool. That looks like a Giuseppe Camuncoli's art right there. That is dope. Maybe when I do this costume next year, I'll ask someone to make this pattern for me, because I really don't like the ones out there. What do you think of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? Are you gonna buy it? I'm not gonna buy it immediately. I want to see what people... I know it sounds like a trash game right now, but I really just want to see what people are saying about it when it comes out. Like, maybe I'll watch a Let's Play of it or something, or... I'm not going to buy it just to buy it because it's Star Wars, because that would be kind of, like... Not... Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a... I don't... like an instant buy or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but... if people review it and it's good, which I don't know about that, then I'll probably buy it, but we'll see what happens with that, because my brother may even just get that for his birthday, who knows. So then I'll just pirate it off of him like I do every other game from him. Which is why I can't play Friday the 13th or Battlefront DLC or Bounty Hunter, so... Don't know if I've mentioned that the past 3,000 times, so... Oof, that was cool. Ooh, I like that. That's sick. I like that. They chuck her out the wheelchair. Man, that is wrong. I'm watching Spider-Man 3 in my Nana's living room while playing on my phone. Dope. Looks like he doesn't have an arm there. Shot reminded me of Spider-Man 3. Yep. She's having a seizure because she forgot her medication. Oh god. It's not good. And pointing out the fact that I sniff a lot makes me self-conscious about sniffing. Now I feel bad.
Available units need response to a break-in. Please proceed to Chelsea ASAP.
Wild guess. These guys breaking in don't live there. Ever hear a
I'm gonna change my suit power because I Brad the sniffing scar spray. Hey man, it's a real problem out here. I'm gonna go the cheap way and just use Web Blossom because I'm lazy. The family grabbed bats and started beating her like a pinata. God damn. I should have muted it there, but it wasn't as loud, so I can kind of tell, you know, like this one's gonna be loud, this one's not. Oh, is this one of those Taskmaster things? Which one is this? Is Is it not gonna tell me which one this is? Okay. I'm not gonna do it then. I don't want to start like a bomb challenge or something. Soon Grandma did a backflip on the sun's tiny baby. Oh jeez. God damn. Sounds like something out of like a horror pornography like is that even a thing? I don't know. I don't want to know. I think it's a thing now. Everyone is now dead. That is a happy ending right there. I'm so glad. Oh, jeez. I knew there was someone else out here. I was like, there's gotta be someone else. And they got back up. Back up. I don't know if any of you know why I say that, because I say that kind of sometimes when I'm playing like Battlefront 2 with Joe Spence. I'll say back up. It's because of that one line in one of our earlier videos where I was saying like, I think, I don't know if I've explained this before. I feel like I have, but it was the Kylo Ren meets his grandfather video, and I think Joe was like getting destroyed. I think it was Heroes Unleashed, and Joe was getting destroyed as Vader on Kashyyyk by like, I guess the clone troopers or whatever. And he says, "I need backup, backup." And I was like, back up. I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but I don't know. It's just something that sticks with me. It's kind of like Joe saying, "Follow me," because I ended the turtle stream, and then yeah. Whoa, that is cool. I like that. That looks like an Alex Ross painting. Swear to God. That would have been really loud if I let that cough slide. Yeah, that straight up looks like an Alex Ross painting. Tell me it doesn't. Now what happened to the talent agent after? What did happen to the talent agent? Sorry, I just want to get like all angles on that because it looked so cool. Police arrived. The talent agent was sent to prison for murder. Good, he deserves to go to jail. Jeez, talk about shitty people, you know. What's up, Red? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just like the good old days, Spider-Man PS4 stream with Brad for once, as he noticed my Ghost Rider profile picture up in the corner there. Speaking of Ghost Rider, they're bringing back Danny Ketch, which is actually a pretty big surprise because, and I'm actually very happy. Like, Ghost Rider is coming back. No more Robbie Reyes or Reyes. I don't know how to. I'm not of Hispanic culture, so I don't know if that's what the right pronunciation is for that. But you know, he's been Ghost Rider, like the main Ghost Rider, for a couple years now, and you know, he was good in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, I really enjoyed him there, but in the comics, it's just like, what happened? You know, like, I really just don't enjoy him in the comics. So, you know, now Johnny Blaze is the king of hell, and Danny Ketch, they're bringing him back, and I'm like, whoa. Like, they're really going full 90s now, aren't they? Like, they brought back Scarlet Spider, bringing back Danny Ketch. I guess Deadpool's popular, and they're doing 2099 again. They're bringing back 2099. They're going full 90s this time, you know? Who would win, Batman or Spider-Man? My money's on Spider-Man. I know that might be an unpopular opinion because everyone's like, oh, Batman can win with prep time, but I'm kind of just like, I think Spider-Man's spider sense kind of gives him the edge on that one. Because like Batman throws a battering, Spider-Man just uses his super agility and spider sense and just, you know. Who would win, Superman or Spider-Man? Superman. Definitely win that. Like, if there's no holding back there, yeah, Superman would win. If Superman was holding back because he's like, oh, Spider-Man, you're a good guy. Spider-Man has a slight chance, but still, Superman would pummel. Superman would definitely pummel. There's no argument there. 2099 gang, facts though. Patrick Gleason gang, rise up. I like that. I'm just getting random, Palpatine or Spider-Man? Palpatine. Palpatine, yeah. Because Spidey doesn't have the Force. As much as I love Spider-Man, like, Palpatine's overpowered, man. Palpatine just melts Spider-Man. There's just no chance for Spidey there. What costume should I wear, guys? Any of these? Not this one. If you guys say this one, you're getting kicked out of the stream. I hate that one. I know M wants me to wear Bagman, which... Plagueis or Spider-Man? Plagueis. I feel like a majority of Star Wars characters would destroy Spider-Man. Unless they're like a blaster character. Like, I feel like Han Solo versus Spider-Man depends. I think Spider-Man would probably get there. Really depends. Black Hat Spider-Man suit, so the dark suit. It's actually called the Black Widow suit, but I guess they were being very technical there. They're like, no, we can't call it the Black Widow suit because Black Widow is an actual character. Fucking nerds. Anyways, Grievous or Spider-Man? Jeez, that's a really tough one. If we're talking about Legends Grievous, then Grievous probably. If we're talking about canon Grievous, because he's a coward, he's a pussy, probably Spider-Man. Because I mean, it really depends. Because Grievous is really good with his lightsabers, but Spider-Man, I don't know. It really depends there. That's an interesting one. Raimi. Nah, I just did Raimi like 20 minutes ago before you were here. I did it for like a good solid 10-15 minutes. So we got like one vote for Dark Suit. So anyone else, now's your chance to vote. Because I'm not doing Raimi for a while. Bagman. I know you want Bagman. I'll get the Bagman, just not yet. I'll do it at the end of the stream. just to keep you around watching. That's why I'm doing that. God, I probably sound so sick on you guys' end. Because I kind of am. Okay, doing a full black and red. Yeah, alright, well, I guess we'll go with this for now. That looks so sleek in the nighttime, like I'm just swinging by and then in certain lighting, you see that little red there, that's pretty cool. This is a suit I don't use as much just because I prefer Kane. Like, dude, I sound so sick, probably. Kane, like, God. Kane, I prefer Kane, obviously, because I am a Scarlet Spider fan. I don't know if you could tell by my gamer tag in any of these games like Battlefront. But I just did Last Stand too. You're saying these suits and I already did those like earlier. But yeah. Kane is the better black and red suit. But this is actually a pretty sleek suit. I don't mind it either. Also try to get some good screen caps here. I wouldn't call that good, but maybe I'll screenshot it later because I'm gonna rewatch this stream later and just screenshot a bunch of these spots that I just stop at. That could be a good one. Nah. Ooh. Nah. Okay. Darth Maul or Spider-Man, who would win? Darth Maul. I don't know, because I feel like any dark side character with the Force probably would win, depending on like how powerful they are. Didn't they do a superpower beatdown of that Darth Maul versus Spider-Man? I forgot who won though, like because they did two versions of it. I forgot who won the actual one. I think it might have been Spider-Man, maybe. I don't know. See, if Spider-Man had like maybe a lightsaber or something, maybe. And I know he's not force sensitive, but he does have spider sense. So if he was like making a wrong move with his lightsaber and is about to chop off his own arm, I'm sure that his spider sense would be like, "Yo, don't do that, you faggot," and he'd be like, "Okay." But I don't know. I think Maul, because the Force, like anyone who has the Force for, well, I don't know, because I feel like light side characters wouldn't use that like to, you know, harm or kill Spider-Man in a serious manner. But yeah, Darth Maul, because of the he could just Force choke and yeah. Yeah, I remember the superpower beatdown Spence. I really forgot who won that. It's been so long since I've seen their content. They really do make good stuff, but they just, and I get why, but they just don't put out a lot of stuff frequently. So it's like, because it takes a while to make, so I just haven't been keeping up with their stuff. I really like the Casey Jones versus Kick-Ass one. That was pretty cool. Being the Turtles fan that I am. I'm sorry if the gameplay in the background is like really boring. It's just, again, this stream was kind of like a downtime stream. I had some downtime. I wanted to actually see if I could stream during the day, and I can. So I don't want to do anything too serious. In fact, I might even do the stream for another 30 minutes or so, because I don't know when I'm eating dinner. Could be anytime soon. So who knows? We'll see how long we make it. Palpatine or Doctor Strange? Palpatine. I mean, Doctor Strange. Yeah, at Palpatine. Well, it depends on like which version of Doctor Strange. MCU Doctor Strange? Nah, Palpatine. Well, Doctor Strange could predict the outcomes apparently, so I don't know. I still think Palpatine because he has foresight, and just yeah, Palpatine. Jeez, man, I want Star Wars figs, man, because I see the new ones, and they look amazing. I want the Mandalorian, Kylo's second sister, bro. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with Star Wars figures, but that sounds pretty cool, man. Also, by the way, they're doing a new, Star Wars comic. Oh, Joe, I don't know if you're still listening. They're finally closing out the Star Wars comic and reaching Empire Strikes Back. It took them fucking, like, 4 or 5 years to actually do that. Like, they took so long. They took like 70, 80, maybe even 100 issues to do in between 4 and 5. And it was kind of frustrating because it's like, holy shit, how like, you can't just cram everything in there. Like, we need, like, the reason I say that is because there needs to be other, like, source material, or not source material, but like content provided in there. Like, let's say if they want to make a book about Luke and Leia between 4 and 5 or something. And it's like, well, you kind of can't, because literally every single second between 4 and 5 is depicted in these comics. And it's like, okay, geez. I mean, I'm sure they probably could do that, but yeah, they're doing a one-shot. I think it's called Empire Ascending, where, yeah, they're finally ending. I prefer Star Wars Infinities, bro. Yeah, I like that too, where they had like the white Darth Vader. And they're just doing like the what ifs, like the Yoda rams the fucking Death Star into like Coruscant. That was so funny. But yeah, they're finally just bringing it back to Empire Strikes Back. They're also, and this is actually an interesting one. Sorry. That was a bad cough. They're actually doing Charles Soule, the guy who wrote like the best Darth Vader comic I've read in years. The one where they like describe how he got his castle and all that. The one with like the Spider-Man artist Giuseppe Camuncoli, like literally was one of my favorite comics for a couple of months. He is actually going to be writing a Kylo Ren comic for Marvel, which is like sequel content, right? But it's Charles Soule, you know? Like, the dude is a great writer, and he did one of the best Darth Vader stories, so I really might even pick that up because he's actually that good of a writer that makes me, you know, believe that he can actually write a good Kylo Ren story, and I think that might be pretty interesting to check out. It's also got the guy who drew Scarlet Spider for a while, so that would be pretty good. Why do you mute the mic? See, I stopped talking for a second because I was like, dude, I feel a cough coming. And then a cough did come, so I was like, I gotta mute the mic. That's why I muted it. Because I don't want to cough really loud in you guys' ears. I feel like that would just destroy your something. I don't know. See, I look forward to dropping my Netflix subscription for a more sinister platform, Disney Plus. They really had to come out here and pull out the animated series, which is like the only, like one of the things that about that is like, yeah, we're getting like the Star Wars shows too, like Kenobi and all that. That's actually pretty exciting. As much as I really don't like Disney as a company, they're really pulling strings here just to get me to want to get this streaming service, because Spider-Man the Animated Series is one of those shows that it's what actually introduced me to Spider-Man. They're remastering it, so and I really, like, the last time I binged it, I had to go to a shady website that probably gave my phone like a bunch of viruses, because it's not on YouTube, and it was just such a pain in the ass to watch the show because I don't have it on DVD. So Brad chilling, cold. I'm about to sniff through his whole. Shut up, man! You're making me feel bad for doing that. Bring back the comments because they just on my phone. I'm actually really glad that they added the Fantastic Four costumes in this game, which, speaking of that, I've been using the dark suit for a good, like, probably about 10 minutes now. I'm going to switch to Bagman. There you go, M. I actually think this is a beautiful costume. And like I was saying, I'm glad they added the Fantastic Four costumes because, you know, they've been ignoring the Fantastic Four and X-Men in, like, all their media because they were being so stingy and just babies about not having the rights to the Fantastic Four and X-Men that they're, and I kind of get maybe there's some sort of fine line that they couldn't do it in video games, but even in the comics when they could do it, they just didn't. But this costume is actually beautiful. Like, the Fantastic Four part of it, I think I've spoken against, like, the whole mask before. It's kind of grown on me a little bit the more I use it. I get why they made it look like that. It's not accurate to the comics, but this Fantastic Four costume, the bottom part of it, makes me want to cosplay like the Human Torch or something, which I could do because I'm blonde, but like, look at, oh, that is just beautiful, this Fantastic Four costume. Oh, that's just, I'm getting off on this dude. New York needs a new savior. It needs the bombastic Bagman. That's a good screenshot. It looks like something out of the Amazing Spider-Man film. I love all new, all different. I do too, and I really want to, like, do a costume of that. Like I said, Zentai, they got the shiny spandex. Don't know what the hell that means, but maybe we'll find out. And I figured out how to do lighting for the lenses, so that'd be pretty cool. I know what show you can watch, Brad, and it's on YouTube and free. Superman, no joke. It's actually free. I might check it out because I've always, like, wanted just to watch it just for the laughs. But have you seen Godzilla Mendoza's new video, M, where they talk about him and Jacob? They talk about, like, all the different costumes. Just curious. I feel like I've been on this side of town for, like, the entire stream. I'm gonna ignore all these robberies. I'm gonna swing to the other side of the town because I feel like I've been here forever. You've watched the video? So, you know how they were talking about, like, how the 70s show suit and the Supata Man's suit. I don't know if I'm saying that right because I have a cold, but you know how they're talking about. Yeah, actually, I really like that video. I hope they do more videos like that. I actually really like how Jacob was involved in the video because he's actually a really cool dude. But yeah, you know how they were talking about like how the suits were like the same for a couple of those things. So I linked you that suit from Zentai, I think, or maybe it was a pattern file. But I only linked you that one because it outright said like Japanese Spider-Man, I think. But at that time, I kind of didn't really realize that it's literally the same thing as like the Hammond suit. So there's better pattern files and cheaper ones out there. So if you ever plan on doing that suit, you don't have to go with the one I linked to you because that's kind of expensive, $40. I think I mentioned this to one of my friends, but $40 is pushing it for pattern file for me. Like that is just that's kind of ridiculous in my opinion because that's literally like half of what the actual suit would cost. I don't mind paying like 30, 35, and I'll pay 40 if I really, really want a pattern file, but that's pushing it, like in my opinion. But yeah, I'm comfortable paying anything under 40, 30, or not comfortable 40, but 35 and under I'm good with. But Godzilla Mendoza with the Spectacular Scar Spire one day, if he hits me up. Probably never gonna happen, but ooh, that could be a good shot. Expect some Jimi Hendrix with this one or something. Says I won't talk about cosplay the entire stream. Talks about cosplay the entire stream. I feel like that's my only interesting thing I have going on in my life. So, Bagman suit with one-way trigger, boy, that'd be a cool mix. Well, if you say so, I might. Yeah, if I get another good shot, I'll probably do that just for you, M. See, with these highlights, I don't. You know, obviously I post the strokes and Albert Hammond Jr. a lot. I still will put those on my highlight, but I'm trying not to do that as much just because of the amount I've already spammed that. I like to put my other music tastes in there too, so. Which, yeah, I'll still put strokes and Albert Hammond Jr. in there. Especially Albert Hammond Jr. since I didn't do that like at all for my earlier highlights, so when I do it, I'll probably have a bit more of him than I do the strokes, if that makes sense. Welcome to Cosplay Pot with Brad Hood, my nickname. Trying to dox me on my stream. That is my nickname, people. Actually, you know what? You know what? I don't even care that you said my full name, which I'm actually kind of mad about that, but like, if you're even watching this stream, which not that many people do besides us, then kudos on you. You have permission to actually find my personal Instagram account, which that's why whatever. That's a cool animation. I'm gonna try to do that again. Maybe I can bring up like the exposure here. How's the female turtle? Pretty good actually. I don't really have any problems with it. Last time the last issue came out when you were still on Insta all the time, so you're pretty much as updated as I am with that. So, still waiting for a new issue to come out. It's kind of frustrating, which I understand because it's like they only put it out once per month, which is good. It's healthy. They're not putting shit quality out every 2 months, or not 2 months, every twice a month. You know, so I appreciate that, but it's also like I want more. I want more content. So, yeah, that can get. I kind of liked it normal. I was on the verge of coughing there, and I had to mute it. Bombastic Bagman. It's funny if I ever cosplay Johnny Storm, which I don't plan on doing that, then I could literally just put a paper bag over my head and just be like, yo, what's up? Didn't Jacob cosplay Bombastic Bagman? I don't know if he got like an actual new suit for that or not. I don't remember. Yeah. There is one more cosplay thing that, which I know we're still probably talking about, but like that's related to my future plans later that I'm gonna talk about. I'll try not to bore you with the details, but I'll go into that a little bit later because it's something I'm actually kind of excited about. But it's not the RPC paint suit, I swear. Because I've dragged on about that for a while, but that's not happening for a couple months, so I don't even need to talk about that. I have a clip of Josh Keaton saying the following line: "Hi, I'm Josh Keaton, and I am the Bomb Squad." Yeah, I am the Bomb Squad. It probably did not sound like Josh Keaton at all. I have a clip of Josh Keaton saying, "I am the spectacular Scarlet Spider." That is one of my most prized possessions. I'm so glad that I chose that over an autograph. Which is like, yeah, an autograph is probably like worth more, but to me, him saying my literal username and like channel name, the guy who plays Spectacular Spider-Man saying that, Spectacular Scarlet Spider, it just means so much to me. It just, yeah, it means so much to me. Yeah, Jacob did cosplay Bagman, but mine's gonna be better because bag is a McDonald's bag. Yeah, like I said, I replied to like whatever it was. I said M Bagman. I finally know what you mean by that. It's literally got an M on the bag. So, dude, I had Chick-fil-A last night. I know this is kind of random, but since you brought up McDonald's, I was like, okay. And their chicken sandwich, man. I haven't had Popeye's chicken sandwich. I know there's like a whole like debate about that, but you just can't beat Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. Like, come on. Like, what are you smoking? You try to beat that? Like, there's just no beating it. Like, Chick-fil-A is the GOAT. Their sandwich is so good. It's one of those fast food places that I just would not mind having, like, over and over again. Which, I say that now and I'd probably get really tired of it, but, you know. I really dug myself a hole here. I think this is my favorite time of day setting in this game because daytime can get, well, rain is, like the rainy time of day is my favorite, but they don't have that as an option for whatever stupid reason. But, I don't know, just the sunset like that. I burped, sorry, probably shouldn't need for that, but it was unexpected. It's just so beautiful. Like, look at that. That was a loud cough and a sniff. Okay, I'm gonna change out Bagman because it's been like over 10 minutes since I've been using it. What costume now, guys? What costume? Every time I use a costume, I'm not going back to that costume for a while or at all. Why the paper bag didn't break up since you're in the water? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, physics don't really make sense here. It's actually kind of funny because, so you're saying Ben Riley up here. Joe said Into Spider-Verse, so it's one for Into Spider-Verse, one for Ben. But it's kind of funny because people think that Bombastic Bagman happened, like, and that was just a thing. That was the first time he wore a paper bag over his head, but it's actually not true. I think there's one time during the Ramita era on Spider-Man where, I don't know what it was of his costume, but it was like damaged or something, and he had to wear a paper bag to get it like washed or something in a laundromat. So that is the first, it was like issue, I forgot what issue number it was. And the reason I know that is because I was going through those issues the other day when I was like crazy about like, yo, I'm going to cosplay John Romita, not Junior, Senior Spider-Man, which I probably will, but not for a while. Noir or Into the Spider-Verse. So that's 2 for Into the Spider-Verse. So Into the Spider-Verse. It's another one of those suits that I don't really wear too much, which I should. And yeah, obviously it looks like the Into the Spider-Verse movie, but I think I might have said this before somewhere, but the reason I really like this suit is because it has big lenses. It's kind of infuriating, and I'm not going to change the suit, but because look at this. We're going to go through all the suits. And by small lenses, I mean like Ramita style. By big lenses, I mean more like Bagley style, and or whatever. That's kind of what I mean by that. But big lenses, look at that. Smaller, smaller, smaller Ramita style. Noirs, that doesn't count. That's big. Scarlet's big, but that's kind of big. If it weren't for the white, yeah, whatever. Small, small, definitely small. Small, well, kind of big, but that's the frames. You can't really, yeah. Small. Medium. Small. Doesn't even have lenses. Small. 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 Doesn't count because it doesn't count. Small. Small. This one should be big because that's based off Ramita Jr.'s art. That kind of pisses me off. Small. I don't really think that can count. Small. Small. You get my point. But it also kind of reminds me of like the animated series, like kind of look to it. I don't know. That might just be me. I made Into the Spider-Verse Peter lenses and they came out so cool. Yeah, I saw that. They did actually look pretty good, man. There's one picture from my highlights I did. It was around here, and I think I did like a Jimi Hendrix song for it. God, my phone, just the screen turned off. I have to bring it back up. Sorry, because not all the comments go through, as you guys know. Do the hand thing, you say? All I need is wait. All I need to paint the white squares and done. The white squares on the lenses, like the mesh, or what are you talking about with the white squares there? Oh, do you mean like on the actual costume? I think I know what you mean now. Yeah. Okay, I got you. On the fucking, yeah.
All units, got a reported break-in. Available officers, move in on Manhattanville.
I hope the demons show up. The demons like sometimes show up. I don't know why, but they do. So. Yeah. I don't know. That makes it look like a Zentai Zone suit, where it kind of looks faded. That is such a roast to Zentai Zone. I should have just titled this cosplay stream, honestly, because that's what I'm mostly talking about. And I don't mean to do that. It's just when it's just me, and I'm kind of boring. and that's like the only interesting thing in my life. Dead by Daylight version 1.72 has just been updated. I thought I deleted that game. What? Did I not uninstall that? Like, okay. I guess I didn't. Oh, I might have deleted the, whatchamacallit, the thing on the home screen. But then when did that delete the application? I don't understand. I don't know how that game's still in my system. I thought I deleted it. Anyways, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah, Zentai Zone. So, I guess this is where I'll kind of talk about my cosplay thing because I'm kind of excited about it, but, which everything I've been talking about is my cosplay thing. But, so Zentai Zone in the past for October, for Halloween, obviously they took, last year they overworked themselves and, because they were doing a giveaway for whatever reason, and I'm still salty I lost that giveaway, but, because like there's one person posted their picture for the giveaway, and it was literally them and like another person, so it's like that's technically two costumes in one picture, or you know, one that wasn't even from Zentai Zone, so one that was an RPC Studio suit, so how can you, you know what, I'm not even gonna rant about that, but, anyways, last year they did a giveaway, which really overworked them, and I got my anti-ox suit last October, and, well, I think it came near the end of October, because I ordered it like early October because I was obsessed with it in the game, and it came, and it's probably my least, that's a cool little flip he did there. It's probably my worst quality suit from Zentai Zone. It's one of the reasons I don't wear it as much, because, usually Zentai Zone is like phenomenal, and they've only messed up one time before that, which was with my Scarlet Spirit hoodie, but I kind of understand that one, but, not my 2017 Scarlet Spirit hoodie, but, well, hold up, before I keep talking, I'm distracted because this train's coming, I want to get a cool shot. Oof. Sorry, I feel like I have ADD or something. I swear I don't, but... Anyways, like I was saying, sorry about that. Just as you ain't born, thank you, appreciate it. I just feel like I talk about cosplay, which is like the only thing I have to talk about. But do you think in Spider-Man 2 PS4 they're going to repeat the suits from the first game? They might bring back a couple of them because there's popular ones like All New, All Different, and 2099. Like there's suits that I don't think that they can get away with like not having in the game because they kind of need stuff like 2099. The popular stuff, Scarlet Spider, I think might come back. That's not just me saying it as a fan. Because, like, if they're doing a Hot Toys of it, and it's one of those suits that people really do love in the game, so, and the Spider-Punk suit is another one, but they might repeat some suits, but I expect new suits. I think Sensational Spider-Man definitely deserves the spotlight. Obviously, symbiote suits probably going to make their way in there, but, sorry, that's, I need to get back to what I was saying. So, yeah, last October, that anti-ox suit was stitched kind of poorly. The fabric, or the quality of the fabric was just awful. Like, not awful, but like kind of bad. It was really tight, too tight to my measurements. The fading was awful on the pattern file. Like, the pattern file looked beautiful from Cyan Man Designs. It looked beautiful. Get the suit. It's faded, so it all looks like gray, and it doesn't help the fact that my lenses. I asked, and this isn't Zentai Zone's fault. It's Zentai's fault, which is another reason I don't like them as much, but. I asked for yellow. I said yellow lenses, no gold. They gave me like gold lenses, and I'm like, great. I'm sure, I think I can spray paint those, because I think fog free, I might do that anyways. But, so I find out earlier today from Spidey Morpher and some other person that what they're doing this year, since, you know, Halloween's like their busiest year, or busiest month of the year, because people order costumes because they want to, you know, impress people on Halloween. Look at me, dude. I got this rad Spider-Man costume. Yo, I'm so special. You got that shitty Party City Spider-Man costume. But this year they're saying that you cannot use discount codes in October which is literally the bane of my existence right there, because discount codes for Zentai Zone, 15% off every time. You don't know how much that helps every single time. Like my suits, like probably be paying like $20 more for them than what I usually do now, or than what I would, you know, because 15% off, that usually takes about 15, 20, 25, depends on how much like the suit ends up being with all the extra attachments on it. So the fact that you can't use those codes in October, and that might just be to discourage people from ordering so much, because, which doesn't really sound like a smart business plan, but they really do overwork themselves in October. But that's like, I was gonna order my PS4 Kane suit because I had the pattern file. I still have it, and I was gonna do it. I was like, hey, I'm gonna get birthday money, you know, because my birthday's coming up, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna buy the suit immediately after. I don't care if it comes in November, because, you know, obviously it's a difficult time for them to shit out all these costumes because there's only so many people working there. But then they're like, oh, no discount codes in October, and I'm like, okay, so looks like I'm not ordering the suit till November, which I don't have a problem with, because T-Jack, if you guys know who he is, you know, maybe M or maybe Spence have heard of him. I don't expect Joe to know him because it's mostly like a cosplay thing, obviously, but T-Jack is a face shell and lenses maker. He has a lot of kits, and like you can do it yourself, so he'll sell you like a face shell and lenses like kit. Like he'll give you the mesh, he'll give you the frames, he'll give you the shell, but you have to do all the work on it. And it's really cheap. It's like $85, which compared to like Oracle Made UK and all these other places for like $200, I'd say that's a deal just to do that work by yourself. But so yeah, he sells these kits, and he recently put out one for the Scarlet Spider PS4 suit. And I'm sorry I used Into the Spider-Verse for such a short amount of time, but since it's relevant, I'm going to wear it. So he put out a kit for this shell, which I'm gonna get up on this roof and then zoom in on the face. Hold up. Okay, so it looks exactly like this, like pretty much exactly like this. You know, your standard Ben Reilly PS4 lenses, where it has, yeah, I know it's probably to prevent themselves from overworking. I get that, Spence, but I'm just saying, still. So it looks exactly like this, with the lenses at least, where it has the red frame on the outside. The mesh doesn't look like that because it's fog-free mesh, and I'll get back to that in a second. But he has this kit out, and so I asked him a question, T-Jack, and I'm like, hey man, is there any way to get the mesh in red? Because obviously you guys know that, sorry, I was gonna burp, but I don't know if you heard it. It kind of exploded in my throat, but obviously I'm doing PS4 Kane, and the lenses are a little bit different, but they're similar enough to where I'm like, I'd rather get something that looks close enough than get another face shell that looks absolutely nothing like it. Because I want to do a face shell for this. I don't want to glue lenses, because every time I do that, I end up hating myself because I fuck up something on it. Like there's a wrinkle here and I hate it, but sorry, my nose. But yeah. So I feel like I shouldn't be zoomed in on his face the entire time because that's weird. But so he says, well, they don't come, the mesh for the lenses do not come in red, but since it's fog free, what that means is obviously it's perforated, there's holes through it to where the air can escape, no fog on it. I can paint it, I can spray paint the mesh myself to make it red. And I was like, done deal, I'm getting this kit. I'm gonna have to work on it myself, all of it. What I have to do is I have to. It comes with the frame, the mesh, the shell, and magnets. So the process is you take the frames, and which is the outer part, and since I think they're plastic, they might be rubber, but a lot of people say they're plastic, so they're plastic, I'll go with that. And you heat it up and you mold it around the shell so it bends into place and it looks flush to the mask. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me, so I'm gonna roll with it. Like you have to heat it up so it's bendable, and then once you like hold it against the shell, it'll mold into place. Then I would have to spray paint the mesh red because I'd also have to spray paint the frames black because obviously Kane's outer frames are black, not red like Ben's. What was I saying? Yeah. Then I glue the mesh to the frames, and then I do the magnets, and I'd have to literally get a drill and drill holes into the face shell myself and cut out the eye holes. But you know what? It's worth it because the price is good. The price is amazing, and I don't mind working on this like for an entire month, which it shouldn't take that long, but knowing me being lazy in school and all that, it'll probably take me that long. And the reason I don't mind doing this over a month is because the costume I can't get till November because I'm trying to save money there. So, yeah, that's basically what's going to happen. I'm going to get the face shell. It's going to be pretty exciting. T-Jax is actually a legend in the cosplay community, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me read some comments here. Spider-Man suit from Marvel Spider-Man 2 PS4. Who knows? They might be crazy enough to do it. I think the Resilient suit eyes are kind of close enough because they're really thin. They're really, really thin. So, let's see. M said, if I'm starting to do Spidey cosplay, should you change the name? Should you change the name to M Spidey or still be in comics? Well, I don't have any say in that, but I would say keep M Comics because that's classic. I mean, you can do M Spidey if you want, but it's your decision. I don't want to make your decision for you, but my suggestion is to keep M Comics because that's legendary. But the lenses are outstanding, right? And they're going to look like Kane's lenses. I know in this game, Kane, I'm not going to change into the costume because I wore it at the start, but his lenses are reflective here. Like you can kind of see that they're kind of shiny and reflective, while Ben's up here are kind of like flat, sort of reflective, but not really. And my lenses would have to be kind of like Ben's here, where they're just flat red, which kind of bums me out a little bit. But it's like T-Jax, his reflective red stuff kind of doesn't really look too good. So, I mean, he has kind of back and forth. There's one set of shell and lenses that looked good with it, and there's another one that looked bad with it. I don't want to risk that, so I'll do it myself. I don't mind it looking flat, matte. Man, did they parked the car in the alleyway. That's never happened before. I need to use my webbing more.
Resting Fist brought all the small timers out of the woodwork.
Big time superhero coming through. My phone. Turn the screen off, so I gotta look. Oh yeah, the Scarlet Ben eyes and Kane ones are way too similar. They are pretty similar. Let's see, anyone else you want to cosplay? Joe is tired of hearing me talk about Spider-Man. No, but I'm just joking. Or maybe that could be true. But seriously, I think I talked about this in one of my, well, obviously you didn't see it, but someone asked me a question on Instagram last night, like for the asking a question sticker thing. What's a couple other characters you want to cosplay? And the unrealistic answer is stuff like Shredder, Republic Commando, The Flash, Batman Beyond, which those two might be a little bit more realistic, but you know, that's kind of like the thing where it's like, yeah, I love doing Spider-Man, but I do want to expand my horizon. I want to actually bring Luke to one of the conventions, but I won't do that until there's another 2-day show because I have to get out Spidey suits, and I kind of enjoy doing that a little bit more. But yeah, Flash, Batman Beyond, that's something I want to do. I've wanted to do for a while. Maybe I'll even bring back the Scarecrow idea, because I still really do love Scarecrow. But yeah, Shredder, the only way I could ever see that happening in recent, like ever happening anytime soon, which it probably won't, is if I do something like the Mirage version or the IDW version where it's not crazy amounts of armor, and I could either buy the helmet and like gauntlets and shoulder pads, or I could have Alex teach me how to make it because he's working at foam a lot these days, or just watch a video and learn myself. But and then the rest of it's literally just cloth, cape, whatever. But that's probably not going to happen like at all anytime soon. So yeah, it was you who asked that, Em. It was you who asked that. I was trying to think like who asked me that. I swear someone asked me that, and it was Em. Guess what, guys? I'm back on this side of town. I somehow always end up over here. Okay, that's weird. They got 10-10 possible narcotics up here. Sorry again for like the uninteresting like gameplay. Again, just a test stream. Didn't think it would actually work. Didn't want to like try doing New Game Plus when I wasn't sure, but now I'm sure. So next Spider-Man stream, which will again be like next week, probably, because I'll probably do if Spence isn't able to come on, which I think he told me that. Then I'll probably do Battlefront by myself. We'll see how that goes. Then I'll probably do Turtles on Sunday if I'm up to it. But yeah, I don't know why I said that. I guess on a little bit of a lighter note, school, well, I don't know if this is a lighter note because school's a pain, but I'm taking this automotive shop class, so the funny story of that was, they put me in a class that I already took, which was business and finance. I walk in class on the first day of school, and my teacher was like, "Why are you here? You had me last year, like, why are you here?" And I'm kind of just like, I don't know, they kind of just stuck me in here. I already passed the class with flying colors. I really just don't need to be in here again. So, so she's like, "Yeah, we gotta get this fixed because you can't be in here because you already passed this class." I'm like, "I know." So we try working on it for the first week. They don't do anything about it, and then she finally like has to call someone like, "Hey, we got to get this guy out of the class because he already took it." So they bring me to my counselor, and he's like, "Yeah, what class do you want to take instead? We only have a couple classes left." And I'm like, "Hey, I'll take automotive." And I I both regret and don't regret doing that, because the thing with automotive class is that it's introduction to automotive. So, what that means is that I don't actually get to go out into like the shop and actually like work with the parts and the actual cars, because I have to actually learn what the hell I'm doing first, which is why it's introduction, which doesn't really matter senior year, because it's not like I'm going to be able to take the other courses because I'm literally leaving the school. So, like, obviously, at the end of second semester. But it's an easy class, but it's just boring. Like, it's so boring. Like, you would think learning about, like, cars and how to, like, well, it sounds kind of boring when I say it out loud, but it's not like it's engaging. It's not like we're watching videos about cars or being taught about cars. My teacher kind of reminds me of like an older Luke Skywalker, not with like the long hair, but kind of like how he was on Crate when he showed up in that Force projection. Kind of reminds me of like older Mark Hamill, or kind of like an older Brian Quinn, Q from Impractical Jokers. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but anyways, he's got kind of like this personality Like, not like attitude problem, but he's actually a really nice guy. He's kind of like a cheesy sort of guy. Like, he'll make these cheesy jokes, but they're not actually jokes. They're kind of just like sarcastic comments. He's sarcastic, that's how I'll put him. He's kind of like a, not grumpy old man, but he kind of gives off that vibe with the way he looks. But it's just, he doesn't really teach us. What he does is, he says, open your textbook up and literally just do this packet. And we'll talk about it for a little bit, but you gotta do the packet. I'm like, okay, well, it's easy. Like, it's fill in the blanks. It's not like I'm just taking notes off of, like, the entire textbook. But it's just like, you sit there for the entire class period, literally just doing that the entire time. But it gets worse. No, it gets worse. So, we're required to do this, like, safety training sort of thing, which makes sense, because obviously if you're working in an auto shop, you need to be safe. But, so with this, it's like, he pulls up these audio clips, and this, like, we all go to this website and read it and stuff, but it's just literally the most boring people talking in these not videos, but in these clips and stuff, these audio clips, like reading out loud what is on the page. And there's so many modules in there, and there's like 2 people talking in those clips. It's so boring. We did that literally the entire day, the past 3 days. Literally just listen to 2 robot voices talk the entire time. And then we have to do these little, like, 5-question quizzes at the end of each module to, like, test our learning. And did you actually learn anything? And it's like, yeah, these are common sense stuff. Like, if there's a fire, what should you do? A, run. B, go into the fire. C, like, it's stuff like that. It's like common sense questions. Did we really need to listen to a robot voice talk for 20 minutes just so I can get the point across that I don't need to run into a fire? No, it's common sense. That's my little rant about the class. It's chill. I like the class. I like the teacher. Go into the fire, says Joe. Yeah, it's stuff like that. But I like the class. I like the teacher. But it's just boring as hell, you know? It's just, I'm sitting there for like an hour, 2 hours or something. It's just like, God, just shoot me. Then I guess I'll read the comment in a second. Well, actually, I'll read it now before I go on about my other classes. Let's see. I'm going to Area 51. Oh, yeah, that is today. People actually showed up to that, by the way. People actually showed up to Area 51. I don't really know what's going on there right now, though. He said I'm going to raid Mars instead. You do that, Spence. See, M said, man, the school wasn't too hard, man. That's new. Teachers are nice. Homework's much easier to do. I never been so calm about school. That's great to hear, man. And not like last year when everything was awful and I was feared I was dying. Like when everything was... I definitely feel that, dude. Because last year I had chemistry and just a bunch of hard classes. And I was like, oh, I hate this, dude. So I definitely feel that. Fire will save all. Yes. Go into the eternal flame. Go into the fire. Like, just screw all the correct answers in automotive class. Go into the fire. He told us this really morbid story about how, like, people at a chicken factory, you know, like, to make and package, like, chicken nuggets or whatever, like, all died horribly in a fire because they locked the doors and didn't follow safety precautions. So, like, everyone in that story died, and it was just kind of sad. But, what suit am I? I'm going to try to wear a suit I don't wear too much. I guess I'll wear this suit. Let's see, fire was here. But my second period class is art, intermediate art, so art 2. And it's like, oh my god, finally. Like, I've been asking for this class since freshman year, because I took art 1 freshman year. And they never gave it to me in sophomore or junior year, even though I asked like all 4 semesters there. Not once did I get art. Now they finally gave it to me. It's actually, I really do enjoy it because it's just chill. This is my chill semester. Like, all my classes are not hard. I don't get homework like at all. No homework, for now at least. And it's just easy classes. Like, literally, I mean, yeah, first block is boring because it's, like I said, automotive, do nothing, just textbook work. But art's just like sit there, chill, listen to music the entire time, just sketch, just color stuff. It's great. I love it. So there's not much I really need to say about that one. My third period is probably the most interesting of them all because I love and hate it at the same time. Kind of like with automotive, but a little bit worse. So what it is, it's Introduction to Engineering, which is like technical sketches and designs and stuff. And I didn't know any. Well, I knew one person. With these other classes, I don't really know anyone in my other classes, which I'm fine with. But this class, I knew one person in, and we weren't like the best of friends, but it's still good to like have someone you know in there. But what was I saying? So I've actually made a lot of good friends in that class now, so we're all chill there. But so the class is like we had to do these like sketches, and the teacher is just so technical with them. He's like, you can't like have a little bit like a slight line over what you're supposed to have, or else like you're getting points taken off. It's like, what? Like if you do that for like 3 drawings, which is kind of impossible because we have tools to like rulers and measurement, like T-squares and triangles to like precisely draw stuff, but it's so tedious because you have to do everything to a perfection, or else you're like getting it wrong or whatever, which I understand that in engineering that you have to. Oh, the notebook. Don't get me started on notebook stuff because his notebook rules are just, I hate them. But I won't rant about that any further. My lunch is probably the best lunch I've had throughout high school since freshman year because I have a lot of really good friends in that lunch. Like a lot. Like I sit outside with a lot of my good friends. But I also have the girl I like is also in that lunch. But I kind of like stopped really sitting by her, and the reason for that is just so in the first week of school I kind of got sick, like really sick, stomach virus, whatever, and yeah, I didn't want to like get her sick, so I just stopped sitting with her for like a while, or not a while, because I stopped going to school because I was sick. And then when I came back, that's when I found out about my friends outside, and I was like, oh, what's up, and I was like, I kind of felt bad because I chose to sit with them, but then I still get to talk to her anyways, and she is with her other friends or whatever, and I feel like really awkward because they're like all girls, and I'm just sitting there, and yeah, they're like, why is this guy here? And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, okay. But I still get to see her and talk to her elsewhere, so it's fine. I don't really mind not sitting next to her. It's cool, whatever. I feel like an asshole for saying that. But, jeez. What was I saying? Yeah, so, bros before girls. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I am planning on going back over there next week, just to kind of pop in and be like, what's up, it's your homie. But anyways, back to third period. The teacher is so superficial too. He'll be like saying these trite phrases like, alrighty then, and then he'll be like, good morning, good morning. He'll be singing that song every time we walk into the class. I know he's trying to lift her spirits up, but when you have to hear that from like an 80-year-old man, not 80-year-old, that's rough. From like a 60 or 70-year-old man every single day that you walk into the class, it gets kind of infuriating. Kinda, not trying to be rude here. But then fourth period is actually really cool. I think that's my favorite teacher out of all the ones I have. Mr. T, that's all I'll call him there. He kind of reminds me of Obadiah Stane if he was like a little bit younger and had more color in his beard. Like he's kind of blonde, so it's kind of like blondish gray. He looks like he's about maybe 30, 40. But the dude's actually really cool. Like I really do like the class. I know a couple people in there, so it's all good. But I really do like, it's American history too. I really like the class. It's the only class I really need this semester, because the other classes are just bullshit classes and just easy classes, which is kind of going to fuck me over, because next semester I have math, which you guys know I suck at math, and English, which I have to do the senior exit project, which is about cosplay, so there's no surprise there. At least there shouldn't be. But that's still going to be hard. I have accounting too, which is basically math, another math class, so that's going to F me over. And then I have another engineering class, which is also going to F me over. So, yeah, next semester should be fun. It's kind of not good because now it's kicking in my laziness now rather than later. That time school kind of break, man, like I've never been stressed and I feel awful. Oh, jeez. I was like, I want to skip because I'm not feeling good, bad health, emotionally, mentally. Yeah, dude, that's not good, man. I'm glad you know, obviously things changed and everything's A-okay now. Because obviously you said this semester's better. Lunch talk show, yeah, I really do like that lunch. It's great. Should probably bounce that more, though, between the girl and my friends, because, yeah. Speaking of that, I think she messaged me, but I haven't, like, looked at it because I've been streaming, so. Yeah, that's great. Okay, that's a cool screenshot. Someone remind me to go through the stream later and just screenshot all these, because I'm going to forget.
Attention units. Report received of a narcotics sting.
That's a cool screenshot, too.
In progress. Available officers report to Turtle Bay. Over.
There's a drug deal going on. That's not okay. You can't do drugs. I might be rapid switching costumes here because I plan on ending the stream when it hits 2 hours, so we got like 4 minutes left. So I might get a couple screenshots in just where I can with costumes I don't really use, surprisingly, for screenshots that much. So I'm gonna switch now. And then you'll suffer through these on my story later. This is actually surprising. I really don't use the advanced suit. Greedo Deep Throat. Or Greedo Choke Deep Throat's back. What is up? That's a pretty cool screenshot right there. Someone make that your wallpaper. If you have a story, Greedo, I suggest you tell it because I got 4 minutes left here. 3 actually. So. That shot will fit perfectly with the Iron Man song because the pose is similar and the suit is made of iron. Well, whenever I do Iron Man songs for my highlight, it's usually with the Iron Spider suits. So, I'm gonna get another one of the advanced suit, and then I'll probably do Iron Spider. That's a good one. I do the Iron Spider suit too much, because sometimes I will go through my own highlights and see what suits to wear. I haven't used the electricity suit in a while. It's been a hot minute since I've used this. Where is the electricity suit power? It's not that. It's one of these. Whatever. Just gonna get random shots here. That's a terrible one, but I don't care. I'm running out of time here. Because I kind of want to end it like 2 minutes on the dot, you feel me? Velocity suit. Actually, they're doing a Velocity suit comic right now. It's pretty interesting. I wouldn't call it amazing, but wouldn't call it spectacular either, so you know. Just rapid fire costume change. Might end it off on... Shoot. I guess I'll do classic suit. Can't beat the classics, man, you know? Hold up, I'm trying to get like a good swinging pose here. I got like a minute to do a good swinging pose. Can I do it? That's an interesting one. Oh, I actually like that. Yeah, I really like that. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm going to cut the stream. I've been going for 2 minutes, what am I talking about? 2 hours now. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me sniff and just go on about cosplay this entire time. I'm sorry, I sound very sick. Yeah, I am going to probably go eat something and then be on the lookout for a Battlefront stream probably tomorrow, and then maybe a Turtle stream on Sunday if I'm up to it. Don't know, because I got to work on my Venom costume sometime. I don't want to like not have time for that. It was an epic stream, says M. Thank you. And yeah, I should probably stop stalling and actually cut it because it's hit 2 hours now. Good stream, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks again. I don't know. Peace.